at redlinedesign.tv. They specialize in automobile wraps and graphic design. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist is making his amateur debut. He's representing Gracie Baja. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Juan Rodriguez. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist has an amateur record of 1 win and 0 losses. He is representing Gracie, Tampa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ricardo.
And welcome back to the show, everybody. Jay Adams alongside Tony Murphy. We are now getting set to take battle in the 135 weight division. That is bantamweight.
Gracie versus Gracie here.
Yep. Gracie Baja versus Gracie Tampa. Right now it is Ricardo Casmilles on top, taking the back of Juan Rodriguez.
We're probably going to see quite a bit of great scrambles in the rolling department because these are two Gracies, and already you can see the grappling that they present in the cage.
Absolutely. Casmilles letting hands go. Very active to start this fight.
I was going to say, as I'm saying that, and he's dropping some bombs right there.
It's been all Casmilles so far. Gracie Tampa 3-3 as an amateur. Side control now for Casmilles. 35 years old.
Let's go left hand underhook, shoulder pressure.
He says, I love to fight, but I'm actually a peace-loving hippie. I said, okay.
Ricardo showing great grappling skill, great awareness. He knows where he needs to be to control. And again, I go back to that word all the time because, you know, that's the most important thing in a fight is don't get too overwhelmed. Just control what you're doing, control what you know, and get the W.
Juan Rodriguez is making his AMI debut here tonight. Oh!
Nice takedown.
Yep. Juan just 20 years old, so this is really his first exposure to the lights, to the people, as Casmilles has been there 6 other times.
And it looks like Ricardo is out of the Gracie Tampa, but I noticed one of his corner guys, a Bang Muay Thai instructor. So,
yeah, he also lists Academy of Martial Arts, Mauricio Cole, as his principal trainer. So, looks like he's training in a couple different schools. So far, it has been all him as he looks to sink in the rear naked choke, trying to soften up Rodriguez right now. Riding him, get ride time here.
The second time Ricardo's had the back, and right here, he looks like he may just sit back, be comfortable, work his submission game, get out of here. Looks like he's got the choke in, maybe.
Hard to tell from this angle. He's looking to stretch out Rodriguez.
And Juan's rolling, he's doing good right here. He needs to try to push that leg and get his hips out, or maybe use that cage and turn over. Right here in front of us, Jay.
Yep. Good wrist fighting there from Rodriguez. It saved him in that position. This is why you learn this, kids, in the gym. Wrist control, wrist fighting, because if you didn't know how to do that, it would have been none night. Casmilles, great first round.
Definitely taking Ricardo in the first round. He showed great composure. You know what I mean? Going back to that grappling, he knows what he's going to do. Right here, just dropping some bombs. A couple of them getting in there. Finishes out the round, taking the back.
And, you know, active with the hands, too, keeping Rodriguez guessing. Mixing up his attack with, as you said, grappling and shits and great takedowns and the hands.
Couple got through there.
So we move to round number 2 here in World Class Fight League, United Fight Alliance, proud to bring you another installation of WCFL. I'm Jay Adams alongside T Murph, Tony Murphy. Glad you joined us. Oh, I was wondering if he was going to go for that double leg, and he did.
Yeah, the WCFL, man, what a job they have done blowing up amateur MMA, if you will, here in Florida. You know, when I was getting my feet wet in the whole fighting game, amateur really was still in the lower class, and it's really getting brought up big now. You know, it's its own sport, if you will.
Yeah, Ralph Garcia has done so much with the WCFL, and he's done so much with so many fighters. He's been in the game forever. He's a Tampa icon, and you know, you always know a guy's a good guy when he has no enemies. Ralph has no enemies. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And he's fair, he's even, and that's why so many schools will fight for him. Absolutely.
I mean, I started my amateur career with Ralph. I ended it with him. He gave me another shot to get the belt that I had 2 times to get. The 3rd time was the charm, and Ralph will continue to grow. He's already got great ideas. I'm not going to give any secrets out right now.
Especially not on TV.
No, I'm not going to do it, but just know that the man has a big plans for amateur MMA.
You know, this place is packed. It's standing room only. There's literally people lining the walls here at the DoubleTree. They've opened up every room they have. It's one big, large room, and as you can tell when you see the shots around the cage, there's no empty seats. It's wall-to-wall people here.
And I remember when it was just in parking lots of, like, wing places. Tilted Killed, I fought my first event with Ralph.
Oh, I remember those days.
Ricardo back on top, controlling as he did that first round.
Casmilles. Now Rodriguez finally taking the back of Casmilles. Casmilles spinning into it smartly, letting his hands go.
Left hand.
Yep, sets up the, Rodriguez now though. Now he's showing that 20-year-old body. He's got the gas tank now. Looks like he almost had mount. We'll be taking a 15-minute break out. Not that the people at home care about that, but I'm telling you, T Murph, we're taking a 15-minute break after this fight, which has been clearly a Casmilles fight so far. And Rodriguez has dug himself a bit of a hole here. He might have to stop Casmilles unless he can finish up this second round strong.
I like the sound of that 15-minute break, though. It's about time to pay the water bill, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is. 10 seconds to go here in the second round. And round number 2 is in the record books on my unofficial scorecard. A round for Casmilles.
Ricardo definitely has the fight. He's doing everything he needs to do to stay in control. Man, I mean, everything shows right there in the fight. Ricardo's just maybe too experienced.
We're going to take a quick station identification break. When we return, it's the 3rd and final round. All right, 3rd and final round here in Tampa, Florida. Jay Adams alongside Tony Murphy. Glad you joined us. So far, we have Ricardo Casmilles with a substantial lead over Juan Rodriguez. Rodriguez and the Mohawk. It has to stop Casmilles at least on our unofficial scorecard.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I was just about to say Juan's going to need a finish. And almost looked in his corner. His coaches told him, hey, you got to go out there and give it all you got if you really want to take the win tonight.
Casmilles looks more tired than Rodriguez. Oh, ate that left coming in.
He shook his head.
Yes, he did.
I got to tell you,
yeah, I think he's trying to clear the cobwebs more than say it didn't hurt.
Definitely stung him up here. Got a little scramble going, and Juan gets the better of the position. Now let's see if he can do something with it.
Side control now, really the best position Juan Rodriguez has had all night long.
The thing that can be frustrating here, Jay, is obviously no ground and pound yet. They're not eligible, so you know, in a ground and pound fight or a pro fight, if you will, right here would be obviously ground and pound. You got him pinned up against the fence. Here, there's only body strikes, so he's going to have to start subbing right here.
A minute and a half to go in the fight. Kazmili's done a good job to get out of that bad position he was in. Now actually going for the single, and now double.
He cannot afford going to his back, and he does.
Yep, that pretty much could be the end. Well, Rodriguez is a gamer. He's trying to get back up, but it's going to be tough being this tired at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, I think Ricardo's grappling, his body control, his hips, all just too much right here. Looking to grind out the final minute of this round.
Ricardo Kazmili's. This is a stubborn fighter. I have great hands, and you'll see how much I refuse to take no for an answer. That's pretty much what we've seen here tonight out of Ricardo Kazmili's. He's very, very determined. 35 years old, late getting into the game, and determined to make up time. Knee on belly.
Is he really 35, huh?
35 years old. Doesn't look it.
Wow.
No, he does not look it.
Armbar attempt.
Armbar. With 5 seconds to go.
Oh,
wow.
Man, he wanted to put that finish on his resume, but
that was close. Oh, that was close.
35, Jay. I'm still kind of.
I know.
Wow.
According to him, that's a 3 all day long, and that's a 5 all day long.
I know you know your stuff. Wow.
Look at. That's him. He filled that out. 35. Doesn't look it, does he?
Not at all. Very.
You know, unless it's one of his boys busting his chops.
That'd
Maybe
be,
it's, one of his
that'd
friends
be a good one right there.
That
would definitely be a good one.
I can see it in his neck. You can see it. Look, that's, yeah. He's a young-looking 35, though. But I am not ruling out one of his friends slipping that in there into the paperwork. You know how these MMA schools are.
I would do it.
I know you would.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, your winner by way of unanimous decision is